Penning.
I'm what? I'm being your goddamn slave is what I'm being, man. Now, we made a deal here.
So?
So you're supposed to teach and I'm supposed to learn, remember? For 4 days, I've been busting my ass. I haven't learned a goddamn thing.
You learned plenty.
I learned plenty. I learned how to sand your decks, maybe. I wax your car, paint your house, paint your fence. I learned plenty, right?
Not everything is as seems.
Oh, bullshit. I'm going home, man.
Daniel-san! Daniel-san!
What?
Come here. Show me sand the floor.
I can't move my arm, all right? What are you doing? What are you... Ow! Ow, what are you doing?
Now show me sand the floor.
How did you do that?
Shut up!
Sand the floor.
Hey, stand up. Show me sand the floor. Sand the floor. Sand the floor. Big sucker, sand the floor. Sand the floor. Yes. Now show me wax on, wax off. Hey.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. Hey, wax on, hot. Wax off, hot. Concentrate. Look at my eye. Lock a hand. Thumb inside. Wax on, hot. Wax off, hot. Wax on, hot. Wax off, hot. Wax on. Wax off. Push. Show me penta fence. Up, down. Up, down, up, down. Other side, look eye, always look eye. Show me paint the house, side, side. Lock wrist, side, 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 side. Yes. Show me wax on, wax off. That! Show me paint the fence. Show me side to side. Show me sand the floor. Oi. Look eye. Always look eye. Come back tomorrow.
Hey, over here. This guy's always hogging the camera. Anyways, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. Today is Tuesday. Let's do it again. Today is Tuesday, October 16th, 2018. It's Happy Taco Tuesday. Welcome back. And just by the way, if I don't get this off my chest, you know, this guy's gonna be fucking killing me all day. He has a new Twitter account, okay? Here, I'm gonna post a picture here. You guys should check it out, okay? Subscribe, all right? There, you happy? Fuck. Anyways, follow him on Twitter, all right? See what he has to say, all right? Because he's always bugging me. He always wants to share with you guys, but, you know, he can't, you guys don't speak horse, you know, so. So, anyways, thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Let's do this. So today's episode, you already saw the title. Is XRP the real deal? We're going to be talking about that, dissecting it a little bit. I'm going to be trying to be as non-biased as possible here, and just give you guys the facts and let you guys figure it out. Also, before I start, I want to give a quick shout out to everyone out there, all you guys out there. You guys are the best. I wouldn't be able to do any of this shit without you. I fucking love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. See, I got the camera going right now. Sorry. Just all over the place. But seriously, especially because of what the last couple days, you know, they've been several kind of weird. And the last week was a little weird. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm fine, everything's great, but you, again, the ones that know what I'm talking about, just, you know what's up. And again, just want to say thank you for being supportive and being awesome and being, yeah, you know, like, yeah, just hang, I don't even know what else to say, but yeah, it's just been interesting as fuck, and I'll leave it there. Okay, so that's all for my OG viewers and, you know, just viewers that have been dealing with the whole Discord and the other channel stuff and other YouTube and all that shit. And I just want to say thank you to all you guys. That's number one. Number two, also, this morning was the first day that we did Coffee with Jose. Coffee with Jose! And so what we're doing is that every single morning, we're just doing a little bit of a live chat, okay? So me and whoever is up in the morning on Discord and wants to chat with Jose gets to chat with Jose for about half an hour to an hour, give or take. And we do it at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Is that the right time? No, 9 a.m. Eastern time, sorry. 9 a.m. Eastern time zone, okay? So at 9 a.m. Eastern time zone, we're gonna do a little chat with Jose in the morning, all right? 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Western time zone. I think that's the time. I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna go with 8 a.m. for now, all right? And yeah, we're gonna do that. Also, as well, again, I really just want to say thank you to all you guys. You guys are awesome. Hang out in Discord. Come check me out. Where you get a lot of information, not just on me, but on the channel, on the videos, everything I'm going to be doing. I'm on Twitch for now at night, but I might be moving to maybe another streaming platform or another platform. We're still trying to figure that out. Also, we're going to be doing more live chats, not just in the morning, and I want to do this. I want to be more interactive with all you guys, okay? And I want to hear everyone's voice and so on. And we're trying to build Discord for you guys, you know, and start with Discord, okay? We're working on, you know, doing as much user friendliness, awesomeness for you guys out of my channel, and then from there we're going to be building a website, joseortega.com, where you guys will be able to go there and you know, do other Jose Ortega related stuff. Damn, that sounds weird as fuck. Anyways, all right, let's get to the fucking show. Jesus fucking Christ, I never fucking shut up. All right, let me just pause it real quick here. Anyways, yeah, I'm really sorry about that little intro. Don't worry, I'll put a timestamp right at the bottom so you guys can skip forward to this part in case you guys don't care for the other part. Anyways, so is Ripple XRP the real deal? Will it replace Swift or the SDR? Well, short answer, I think so, yes. Long answer, we might not have the Swift system, or we might not need the Swift system or the SDR or anything like that in about 10 years from now. But if we're gonna fucking sit here and think that when like literally overnight we're gonna lose the banking system and the whole legacy system, and that's not gonna exist, we're fucking crazy. We're crazy. I mean, we already know that that's not the real situation. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to phase out the banking system and the banking legacy system and everything. The whole infrastructure in which all that's based on has to be phased out, and we need to phase in a new infrastructure and a new system, which is Bitcoin, the blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and so on and so forth. So this is going to take time. Now, in the meantime, the banks, they have figured out a way in which to remain relevant, because if they would not have figured this out, then the banks, you know, instead of still being around for another 10, 15 years, they probably would have only been around for another 5 years. So what they did is they created the Ripple network, and they created these tokens called XRP, in order for them to move funds from one place to another, in order to create faster transactions, liquidity, so on and so forth. Because as you guys know, right now the banking system is very slow, it's very costly, it's very inefficient, and as economies around the world and in other countries fall apart, they go straight into cryptocurrency, because as soon as they try it, they're like, oh, wait a minute, the cryptocurrency is a million times better than the banking system we've used our whole lives. Just like, you know, whenever we're introduced to any kind of new technology, whether it's a laptop or a cell phone or a smartphone and so on and so forth, all right? And you know, it's the same freaking thing, you know, it's a natural progression of things. So, but in the meantime, the banks are going to be relevant, and it's not just the banks. Even if people don't use the banks anymore, countries themselves, as they move funds and value from point A to point B, they will need a system. And so that's where, you know, the SWIFT system is going to just change, because the SWIFT system is now based off the dollar. But as you guys know, China has created their own system, their own SWIFT system. Europe is creating their own SWIFT system, and so on and so forth, so they can get around US sanctions, and they can get around the system of the dollar and continue doing business as usual through, you know, the numbers within the banking system. You know what I mean? Like the euro tokens that we talk about, or the dollar tokens. But anyway, they're trying to get around the dollar tokens by creating the new SWIFT system. Anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I don't want to put a fork in this and get the conversation off, steered to another direction. But when it comes to the SDR, if you guys know anything about the SDR, you guys know that what the SDR is, it was supposed to be what was going to replace the dollar once the dollar fell. So everyone that, you know, on top, you know, the 1% or whatever the fuck are the people that know about these things, this knowledge. They have, they've already known that the dollar, the fiat currency that is the US dollar, the world reserve currency that is the US dollar, would at some point come to an end. And once it came to an end, they needed to replace it with something. Now, normally what happens is that it gets replaced by the next empire's monetary system, or it goes off to a gold standard until it gets replaced by the other currency from another place. Uh-oh, hold on, let me mute this. So, but in this time around, since we were going into globalization and we were going into a completely different bank-run world, you know, the banks have already taken over the world, the central banks, you know, they created this thing called an SDR, and the SDR is just a basket of currencies, meaning the dollar, the euro, the yuan, and I forgot what other currencies. I think there's maybe another one or two in there. The pound, maybe another in there. But anyways, this basket of currencies was going to be the new world reserve currency to take over what the dollar is. But again, you know, we're just moving way too ahead. So if the dollar does fall and you know, whether it falls in the next couple weeks or months, or it falls within the next several years, it most likely might get replaced by this thing called an SDR, or something very similar to that. And then this SDR, in order for it to function and compete and maintain itself with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it would need to use something like Ripple XRP, you know, meaning the Ripple system and the XRP token. And if not that, something else. But why I think that they're going to use that is easy, is very simple. It's because the banks are already trying to establish that and use that. And that's the only thing that the banks are trying to establish and use. So, you know, even though the banks are very behind and compared to the rest of the cryptocurrency space, you know, they are still doing their thing. And look, just like when Netflix came online, it took a long time for Netflix to beat out Blockbuster.
You see, Blockbuster was essentially a convenience store, one where you could rent movies for pretty cheap. The problem was, it sort of stopped being convenient once another company came around that could mail DVDs to your home that you'd never have to pay a late fee on.
I can't be the only one who is struggling with this late fee thing, and just started me thinking about the internet and DVDs and how something could work without late fees.
What Netflix knew was that you have to innovate for the customer and solve their problems, not the other way around. When Netflix saw that people wanted to stream movies at home, they pivoted to solve that customer pain point. Meanwhile, Blockbuster was still trying to catch up to the DVD by mail service. The customer was beginning to have the buying power, but Blockbuster didn't see it until it was too late.
And during that transformation process, there are a lot of confusing signals. It's very difficult to see where you are at any given time.
At one point, Netflix offered to be acquired by Blockbuster for a measly $50 million. But Blockbuster thought they didn't need them. Today, Netflix is worth $70 billion, and Blockbuster, well, you know. While it's easy to blame Netflix for taking out Blockbuster, the reality is that Blockbuster brought this upon itself, and they aren't the only ones. MySpace abandoned the user experience and started bombarding their users with ads. MapQuest filled their pages with sponsored links, while Google Maps was showing you an actual, map. The question the companies that succeeded are asking is, how am I filling a need for my customers and keeping up with their consumption habits? Blockbuster stopped asking that question, and that's why Netflix is on top today.
We want to be able to have such good personalization that you turn Netflix on and it just starts playing, and it's the right thing.
Okay, and it wasn't just until the other day where the last Blockbuster finally closed down. So it's the same fucking thing, we got to go through that whole process. Right now, what the banks and the legacy system, central banks, all the all the banks, every single bank in existence, they are all just Blockbuster videos, you know what I mean? And what cryptocurrency is Netflix, and that's it. And we already know we went down the streaming route and left videotapes to the wayside. And so it's the same fucking thing, we can go down the route with, down the same rabbit hole with other technologies, but that's it. That's what's happening with crypto. And, even if, by the way, why Ripple will succeed is because Ripple is not on a blockchain. And again, I haven't really done much research on this, so take this with a grain of salt, okay? But as far as I know, they don't have a blockchain. And so by them not having a blockchain, they can just call it a blockchain and then continue with business as usual, just like the Lipton iced tea blockchain or some bullshit like that. It's the same kind of fucking thing. So that's what I think is going to happen there, and people are just going to eat it up because people are not going to want to do the research, and they won't even know what to research. And so that's how people are just going to gobble this up. But the reality is that even if Ripple XRP was on a blockchain, all this would do is that it would literally create rules and regulations that the banks would have to adhere to, plus accountability, plus a ledger of every single transaction, plus every single fucking thing that a bank and central banks are trying to avoid. So even if this was an actual blockchain, listen, again, this is the best scenario that we could have, in which, all of a sudden these morons, the central banks, are creating their own demise. And they are creating their own demise in one way or the other, because again, once people figure out, once we're down the line a few years, people figure out, what Ripple and banks are in comparison to like cryptocurrencies. Like, well, why the fuck would I use the Ripple system and XRP when I could just use cryptocurrency, like any cryptocurrency, and just do that on that legacy system? And then, not that legacy system, I mean, just use that system, the new system that's not the legacy system. And then the only people that would be using XRP and the Ripple system would be just central banks and or countries, trying to move funds from one to the other. But again, who knows if that's even going to happen, because we already see countries like Venezuela creating the Petro coin, or Iran, creating their own crypto, and so on and so forth. There's other places that are doing that. So who knows? And then with atomic swaps, Lightning networks, liquid side chains, and all these other fucking things that are just going to start, coming online, decentralized exchanges, so on and so forth. Who knows where we're going to be in a few years? And the more you look at the real technology of what's going on in the whole space, and you look at Ripple XRP, and you're like, bro, these guys are fucking dinosaurs in comparison to the whole system. And they are. And that's just, again, the way, just like Blockbuster eventually started streaming, but they would, by that time it was already too late. You feel me? And so on and so forth. So, I mean, yeah. To quote a great YouTuber out there, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, straight up. And so, you know, the reality is that, you know, Ripple and, you know, the Ripple system and XRP are not going to go away anytime soon. It's sure as hell, look, if Ripple, I mean, if XRP gets to, I don't know what the estimates were. I think someone says $589. If Ripple, I mean, if XRP actually does get to $589, that means that Bitcoin has already surpassed over $1 million. So whatever, you know what I mean? What does that really tell you? It just tells you of the hyperinflation that's really going on within the actual currency system, the fiat system, the US dollar, the system, you know, at hyperinflation max, Weimar Germany, Venezuela style, and that's it. And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about there, then you should do some homework on that. And just, again, if you need help, I got plenty of links all the way at the bottom of this video and every other video that will teach you the history of money, the difference between currency and money, how currency and money are two completely different things, and so on and so forth. So, and that's a thing, you know, if you really want to take advantage of, you know, the crypto space, the blockchain, and all this new technology, you need to have a strong base of knowledge as to why you're into this and why we're all involved in this and why you're involved in this. And once you do, forget it. You know what I mean? No one's going to stop you or stop us. It's over. But it's all about knowledge and educating yourself and educating others.
Knowledge.
And that's it. And we're very early into the space, and we still have a lot of fucking ground to cover. So yeah. So that's my Ripple XRP video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, I was just trying to keep it down the middle and explain to you, you know, what this is. And to me, you know, how I look at Ripple XRP is just like it's a short-term investment, meaning that, you know, if you invest in it, it's okay, you know, you can invest in it. You're just investing in a system that's not going to be around in several years. So just know that, and know that, you know, by investing in this, all you're doing is investing in the same system that we as a crypto community are trying to defeat. And you're just making everything slower for everyone, and to, you know, anyone that's really invested in Ripple XRP. But again, you know, it will pay the bills, you know. So I'm not, you know, I'm not telling you what to do. You guys do whatever the fuck you want, you know.
Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch. Hey boys, duke it out! Hit him! Hit him! Fuck off of me! Now if anyone here thinks I'm superficial or materialistic, go get a job at fucking McDonald's, because that's where you fucking belong. But before you depart this room full of winners, I want you to take a good look at the person next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not so distant future, you're going to be pulling up to a red light and you beat up old fucking Pinot, and that person's going to be pulling up right alongside you in their brand new Porsche with their beautiful wife by their side who's got big voluptuous tits. And who are you going to be sitting next to? Some disgusting wildebeest with 3 days of razor stubble and a sleeveless muumuu crammed in next to you in a carload full of groceries from the fucking Price Club. That's who you're going to be sitting next to. So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. All you have to do today is pick up that phone and speak the words that I have taught you. And I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America. I want you to go out there and I want you to ram
XRP
down your clients' throats till they fucking choke on it. Yeah. Till they choke on it and they buy 100,000 shares. That's what I want you to do. You be ferocious. You be relentless. You be telephone fucking terrorist! Now let's knock this motherfucker out of the park!
But, you know, the reality is that, you know, that's all Ripple and XRP are, you know, just a way to keep these systems going. But eventually they're going to disappear. And when they do, I hope you sell at the high and you have invested in a new currency, something like a cryptocurrency, a real one, and one that has already proven itself by that point. And yeah, you know, the future take you where it may. But just know that what Ripple and XRP are, and that's why they're going to be around, and it's going to get, you know, to heights. Definitely not going to get to 589 or whatever the fuck that number was, but you know, it definitely will get to whatever highs it was in December, and maybe even double that, you know, for sure. And who knows what it can get to, you know, really. But again, just know what that is, and that, you know, that if Ripple gets to like astronomical amounts in price, what is it really telling you about the whole system as a whole? Okay, because remember, it's a world version of fiat, right? It's a way to, you know, move fiat. But if all of a sudden this fiat is worth so, this other tokenized version of this fiat is worth so much, what is it really telling you? It's telling you that all the other fiat currencies which is representing are worth shit. But it's okay, because if you hold things like gold, silver, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, you're going to be sitting pretty, because, you know, by that point, you know, you'll understand that those are the real assets and the real things to hold, and others, you know, like that. So, yeah, that's it. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. I love you guys. Like I was saying, please don't forget to subscribe to my Discord, hang out with me on Twitch, check me out on Twitter. My horse, he's also on Twitter, on Twitter, right? On fucking Instagram, and everywhere. You know, we're everywhere. So just check us out, follow us everywhere, and let's keep this going. I'm on here all the fucking time, all right? And this, it's fun. I love you guys. You guys are the fucking best. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you. All my old subscribers, all my medium subscribers, all my new subscribers, every subscriber, and every one of you guys that just watches this and doesn't subscribe. I still like you. But regardless, I love you guys. You guys are all the fucking best. And if you guys love me, hey, hit me up with the thumbs up. Hit me up with the subscribe. Hit that fucking bell icon. Leave a fucking comment. Share this fucking video. And, yeah, try not to say as many fucks as I do, okay? Because then you're going to start making me look bad, you know? Because, whatever. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, guys, I freaking love you guys. You guys are the best. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys mañana. Peace.